Keke Palmer. Is she the model of modern women? Society is used to hoes like Kim Kardashian, Lana Rhoades, Doja Cat, Cardi B, Mia Khalifa, and many more. But the case of Keke Palmer is the pinnacle of why you shouldn't deal with modern women. You'll see why in a second, but first, here's a bit of context of what this video is all about. I warn you, the media is trying to shame the man while she's getting a pass and even applauded for her behaviors.
In her first interview following the incident where her partner Darius Jackson made derogatory comments about her outfit, Keke Palmer opens up about motherhood and speaks openly about her experiences. She spoke candidly about this topic during her conversation with The Cut, marking her first interview since the controversy surrounding Jackson emerged. When asked about her emotional state after Jackson was criticized for his insecure remarks about her attire, Palmer shared her personal transformation and newfound confidence since welcoming her first child in February. "After having my baby, I've just gotten so much more powerful," she began. "I'll be honest, I think before I even had the baby, I was really actually quite self-conscious, in a way that you would expect, considering the kind of work that I do as a public figure. Always trying to be on point with my body and always trying to make sure I'm taking care of this and that. There's a lot of physical attention."
Of course, there's a lot of physical attention, but that's not everything. Indeed, it's just a fraction of what's going on. The facepalm is as real as modern women's hypocrisy, and men going their own way en masse. Trust me, after this video, you'll truly confirm your belief, or rather proof, that women like her are not chicks any smart men should deal with.
Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one.
But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Canivalos80. He said, "Men are valued for their potential, women are valued for their past." Very, very true, my friend.
Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5 for that comment of the day. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever.
Let's break this down because there's a lot to talk about, and if you don't know what's going on, trust me, you'll fully understand why this chick is Captain Red Flag. Any girl remotely similar to her is not and will never be a wifey, but rather a problem. Long story short, Keke Palmer was hanging out with Darius Jackson, a man who, as you'll see, has common sense. Or not. Yeah, I mean, he's the baby daddy in this drama, but let's see the whole context.
Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Darius Jackson, has deactivated his Twitter. 4 months after welcoming son Leo with Keke, the fitness instructor is being hit with backlash on the social media platform after calling out a risque outfit Keke wore during a girls' night in Las Vegas. Responding to a video of the Nope star singing along to Usher at his July 4th concert, in a since-removed tweet, Darius wrote, "It's the outfit though, you a mom." This prompted a number of Twitter users to quickly jump to Keke's defense, with some accusing Darius of shaming the 29-year-old for her fashion. But doubling down on his stance the following day, Darius tweeted, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is." He continued, "This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." Keke has yet to respond to Darius' comments, although she did share several photos of her booty-bearing look on Instagram, captioning a July 5th post, "I wish I had taken more pictures, but we were running late. I am telling y'all right now, if you haven't seen Usher, you must go. He was so fabulous, giving theater, Atlanta down, tips and tricks, and just absolutely iconic. I was truly inspired as a performer." Keke gave birth to her first baby with Darius in February. Since then, the actress has been open about her motherhood journey, even sharing a video on March 3rd in which she said she's, quote, getting cooked on parenting duties.
When it comes to raising a kid, I've already learned in these short few days that it takes a village. And sometimes that's a privilege. And I just want anybody out there that is a single parent that's been doing this, friends of mine, people that I don't know, family members of mine, I'm really in my heart. Bring tears to my eyes. I am just truly, profoundly impressed.
Long story short, Darius impregnated her, she's got a kid out of wedlock, and even though she's already fulfilled her biological role right before hitting the undefeated wall, she wants male attention so badly. And look, Darius didn't say anything about her career per se. Sure, he's willing to let her be a singer, but being a hoe is what's got him messed up, and rightfully so. All he said was, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother of his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others and gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." But society calls this man names for having standards. What a clown world. Let's go through an article that tries to give this woman a pass. Keke Palmer's boyfriend Darius Jackson is saying one big nope to his critics. 4 months after welcoming son Leotis Andrelton Jackson with the Nope star, the fitness instructor found himself facing backlash from social media users when he called out a risque outfit she wore to a recent girls' night out in Las Vegas. When a video of Keke, clad in a cheeky bodysuit underneath a black see-through dress, singing along to Usher at his July 4 concert surfaced on Twitter, Darius wrote in reaction to the frock, "It's the outfit though, you a mom." A number of social media users quickly jumped to Keke's defense, with some accusing Darius of shaming the 29-year-old for her fashion. One user wrote, "Don't police women's clothing choices." Darius later doubled down on his stance, tweeting on July 5, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation," he continued. "I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." Keke has not responded to Darius's tweet, though she did share several photos of her booty-bearing look on Instagram. "I wish I had taken more pictures, but we were running late," Keke captioned the July 5 post, which showed her striking several sultry poses in the sheer gown. "I'm telling y'all right now, if you haven't seen at Usher, you must go. He was so fabulous. Giving theater, Atlanta down, tips and tricks, and just absolutely iconic. I was truly inspired as a performer." She added, "Where is that pic of us all together with the king himself?" Keke gave birth to her first baby with Darius in February. Since then, the actress has been open about her motherhood journey, including how she's getting cooked on parenting duties. "When it comes to raising a kid, I've already learned in these short few days that it takes a village," she shared in a March 3 video, "and sometimes that's a privilege, and I just want anybody out there that's a single parent that's been doing this, friends of mine, people that I don't know, family members of mine, really, in my heart, it brings tears to my eyes."
I just want to say something that I didn't address in the first video that I made about the Keke Palmer situation. And what I didn't realize was she ended up uploading a whole bunch of videos to her story of her doing this, rolling her eyes back, and then recording Usher after it. All I have to say is, you guys want to sit here and complain, at least women, and say, "Oh my God, they're not married, she could do whatever he wants." How do you guys expect to get to the stage of marriage if you don't even know how to act as a girlfriend? I can see why a lot of you guys are baby mamas and not wives. But again, you guys allow that. You guys let men up inside y'all. Y'all do all this stuff besides do wifey things and wonder why they treat you accordingly. I wouldn't wife anybody up who acted like this. I get it. It's Usher. I get it. She's fangirling, but you're not single. I always say this. Do whatever you got to do while you're single. Go to all the concerts you can. Have all the fun you got to do. So that when you're in a relationship, you understand this person's feelings matter. It's simple.
A bit of common sense, thank you. You see, this is the raw reality of why you shouldn't deal with modern women, even if they're so-called high value. There's a lot to talk about here because Keke Palmer has all the red flags you could ever imagine. But before we continue with this video, make sure to hit the like button and show some love in the comments. First, she's a boss babe and has a strong social media presence, so she's all about attention and validation. Even though she had a boyfriend, she dared to dance with Usher as if she was single. Men ain't shit, they say, but hey, when girls can use a man who makes millions of dollars and is famous all over the world, it's all good. Modern women like her love saying they don't need men and love bragging about their strength and independence. To add insult to injury, this girl says that she's got stronger after having her kid, and ain't nothing stopping her from becoming the woman she wants. Well, guess who brought the sperm to the table, or rather, her womb? Her boyfriend. Second, now that she's got a kid and Darius isn't in the picture anymore, she's a single mom, aka a liability or recreational use only. She's famous, for sure, and will easily get another simp who will be willing to raise her kid, but you know that the majority of men she'll deal with will be just interested in her body. This is something mind-boggling to modern women, but nothing new under the sun for men. Single moms are a huge problem, even if they claim they're not looking for a father for their kids. Does anyone think Keke Palmer is special? No, she's not. She's just the epitome of modern women's unwifeability. Third, she's simply a hoe. She had a boyfriend and a kid when she danced with Usher, a man in his prime, by the way. Just like Steph Curry's wife, Keke Palmer ain't happy with the attention, validation, and provision that her ex brought to the table. So instead of dressing decently, she showed her butt cheeks and enjoyed the moment as if she was single. This isn't anything new though, because men are increasingly taking the red pill and avoiding the problems modern women bring to the table before putting dicks inside, which brings us to the next point.
Keke Palmer wore this very modest dress to an Usher concert, and her boyfriend took to Twitter to shame her, saying her outfit was unbefitting of a wife and mother, and then he proclaimed himself to be a man of standards and morals. Exactly. Men of standards and morals take this kind of video of their girlfriend, who they've been with for a while, knocked up and still haven't married. Yes, men of value date this kind of women and expect a miracle. Men of standard watch the dirty linen of their relationship on Twitter after jealously watching their girlfriend have fun with a sexier man. It was at this very moment that big man Darius had an epiphany and discovered his authentic self, and now identifies as a man of standards and morals.
We all know that modern women are not wives, but rather walking contradictions, hoes, and everything bad you could ever imagine. But seriously, what did he expect? They both had no standards to start with. You can't turn an orange into a mango, just like you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. A man of any standards will never get with a woman of no standards in the first place, and then try to change her. She won't change. Live with it or go. I feel so sorry for this generation. Many men these days still try to play Captain Save-A-Ho, but taking her out of the streets doesn't mean the streets are out of her. Let that sink in. As I said before, there are so many angles you can look at this situation from. Keke was and still is a hoe and attention-seeking woman. Now she's a single mom and loves bragging about her kid, which she could have never had without a man's sperm. On top of that, she's famous and surely has a lot of men hitting on her, but Darius emerged as the winner of the trophy, just to realize that she would dance with another man who makes more money and has more status than her. This is why multiple men are not even willing to partake in the dating scene. Doing all things right, being high value, and all that good stuff is not enough because your girlfriend and even the mom of your kids feels free to go to Las Vegas, dress in a certain type of way, and flirt with another dude. Loyalty? Anyone? You see, I'm pretty sure Darius knew the type of woman he chose as a partner. Being cautious before impregnating the wrong woman is one of the best decisions he could have made. But he ignored all the signs he probably saw during the 2 years of the relationship. However, they had a kid together, and there you go. As a mom with a man by her side, she decides to promote herself online, get male attention, and hug Usher as if he was her boyfriend. This, my friends, is nothing but proof of the decline of society. The baby daddy drama, attention-thirsty women, and even men who supposedly have morals and standards, but end up picking hoes as girlfriends. But what gets my blood boiling is the double standards multiple women and media portray day in and day out. Like, if a man calls out on his girlfriend for dressing provocatively, he's just insecure and they all throw themselves at him for saying the obvious. A mom shouldn't be wearing a provocative outfit anywhere. Men want their women's bodies only for themselves, not for someone else. Is this really difficult to understand? In contrast, if a woman wears provocative outfits and sells her sexuality online to get more likes, comments, and free attention, she's empowered because she's breaking the rules that oppressed women for so long. Now, I hope modern women don't complain when men sexualize them for dressing like her, and if men do, it's mostly the man's fault, as you'll see in this clip.
Keke Palmer popped out on stage with Usher looking great, and everybody liked it but her lover. Said some things on social media that has the internet on fire. Was Darius wrong for what he said?
Darius was wrong, okay?
I do think the comments are wrong.
I personally feel like her man dragged it.
Yeah, he absolutely did too much. I don't think she did anything wrong.
His choice of words was just a little too far for me.
I think that was a conversation that they should have had beforehand.
I feel like y'all should be respectable. What you wearing, how you going about interacting.
I understand where he was coming from, but I feel like he ain't have to go on Twitter and say all that. Like,
he could have said what he said through the phone or text.
Putting personal issues on public display and making sure to disrespect the mother of his child, like, why even do that?
He's talking about you're a mom. How does her popping back out after having a whole kid, her body looking nice and her outfit looking good, that's a problem for him?
It was a full bodysuit, right? It wasn't even like super revealing, but
when did we get so strict? Next!
And that's the word on the street, period.
It's obvious that Darius made the wrong decision by choosing her over multiple younger, more fertile, and more modest women who would have never caused this problem. But it's crazy to hear that the majority of people out there support whole behaviors. Society can't stop giving a pass to women who behave in unacceptable ways, but has no mercy on men who want their women to be modest and dress more appropriately. All in all, the discussion surrounding Keke Palmer's recent actions and her relationship with Darius Jackson raises important points about the complexities of modern relationships and why men are increasingly choosing singlehood. The case of Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson underscores how important it is to have standards before putting your dick inside of the wrong women. Clear communication, shared values, and mutual understanding within a relationship, that's not something modern women can offer. It also brings to light the broader issue of how unacceptable the attitude of modern women is. Most people claim that, in the evolving landscape of gender dynamics, it's crucial to avoid generalizations and stereotyping, but let's call a spade a spade. Darius should have just dumped her for dressing like that and dancing with another man, and Keke Palmer ain't special. It's just another single mom who society will use to justify how good single moms are. It's important to recognize that everyone's standards and priorities are different, for sure. And it looks like those of Darius were not strong enough if he chose the wrong woman. The concept of empowerment and personal expression. Modern society encourages women to embrace their identities, make choices that align with their beliefs, and express themselves authentically. However, the balance between personal empowerment and the impact of one's actions on relationships and family life can be destructive. Would you be okay if your wife danced with another man and showcased her close to naked body on the internet? Nah, and honestly, she's not a prize for being hot, which she's not without makeup, by the way. In a world where examples of unhealthy relationships are plenty, we need to wise up and set our standards straight. Keke Palmer's recent behavior is a stark reminder of why you shouldn't invest your time and emotions in women like her. When you're in the game, which I don't recommend at all, remember that your standards and morals should be your North Star. Don't let anyone, especially not fleeting temptations, hot chicks, asses and tits, compromise them. Don't be the guy who lets his desires cloud his judgment, leading him to put his dick before his own well-being. It's time to elevate yourself beyond that. Standards aren't just there for show, they're your armor against toxic women and questionable choices. You know who you are and what you want, and that's your compass in the tumultuous sea of modern dating. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Your principles are the protection that keeps you on the path to a good life, and I promise that women like Keke Palmer will never be a part of that good life. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.